Welcome back, friends. You are tuned in to USAGI Radio. I'm your host, Andy, and I wanted to thank you for joining me today for another Paint With Me. Today, we will be experimenting with the HiMi Mia Jelly Gouache. I'll talk a little bit about the experience, and then a little later on in the program, I'll be going over my art goals for this year. As always, if this isn't your thing, please feel free to mute the volume of this video and listen to your own playlist. Now let's get into it. I've been wanting to create a little piece for the Lunar New Year, so I quickly sketched out this cute cow. I've never used gouache before, but I did receive this set as a gift for the holidays, and I've been dying to try it out. At first, I wasn't sure how diluted I should make the paint mixtures. I wasn't certain if I would be treating the gouache like watercolors and trying to do light washes and glazes of color, or if I should use less water and go for a more opaque style. I think light washes were really difficult to achieve because the pigment, in this set at least, really only settles where you lay it down, and it can get kind of streaky and a little chalky looking. Although this could very well be the paintbrushes that I was using. Ultimately, as you will see later on, I opted to do a more opaque style of painting and treat the gouache more like acrylics. I think the most difficult part for me when handling the gouache was making sure each layer was completely dry before trying to add another layer. And since gouache reactivates when you add water to it, I had some trouble with layering and blending my colors to get seamless transitions. Overall though, I really enjoyed this experience. I am quite pleased with the colors included in the palette and very excited to try painting more with these jelly gouache. This actually brings me to the first of my art goals for this year, which is to experiment and practice more with traditional mediums. Last year, I unconsciously focused a lot on improving the quality of my digital artwork. I started updating my online shop more regularly, and so I ended up drawing more digitally for the ease of designing embroidery products, prints, and stickers. I really just liked being able to sit down with my tablet or my iPad Pro and design straight into the software and then be able to format them for exactly what I was producing. I took an acrylic painting class last year, and it really made me miss producing traditional art. I want to give love to the supplies I already own, like my Copic markers, watercolor and acrylic paints, colored pencils and gouache, and even my inks. And actually, my next goal ties in really well with the previous one, and that is to simply fill a sketchbook. I say simple, but I have only ever done this once in my life, and it was way back in elementary school. I remember filling an entire sketchbook with Pokemon drawings and weird creatures. I remember it was one of those spiral-bound notebooks, and I don't even think it was proper like sketchbook paper. I think it was just a plain ruled notebook, but it still counts because I filled every single one of those pages with different sketches of like Jigglypuff and Pikachu, and I remember going through my little, what were those called? Like the Pokemon field guide magazine things that you could buy way back when the Game Boys first came out and they were the accompaniment to the actual game. I remember flipping through those, looking at the art in there and being like, man, I really want to draw Pokemon like that. And so I did. You know, now that I think about that, I have no idea what happened to that sketchbook. While I try and figure out what the heck happened to that notebook, let's go ahead and take a music break, and I'll be back after to tell you the rest of my art goals for this year.
이름 그렇게 부르지 마 자꾸 약해지잖아 취해서 전화해도 받지 마 뭐 꽃을 버릇됐잖아 내 이름 이름 그렇게 부르지 마 자꾸 헷갈리잖아 밥 먹을 때 물 따라주지 마 챙겨주는 것 같잖아 접기 따고 타지 말 때마다 너의 문자 하나에 무너지고 다시 네 생각 안 할래 결심하면 뜸마던 네가 연락 와버리네 정이라는 게 참 무섭더라 짧은 시간이었지만 그 정 때문에 미련하게도 또 미련하게 나쁜 남자에게 또 끌려버렸네 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 이끌린다 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 왜 끌릴까 나쁠 거면 끝까지 나쁘던가 왜 자꾸 좋았다 나갔다 해 이거 밀당하는 거랑 더 달라 둘만 있을 때 널 좋아할 뻔했던 내가 짜증날 뿐이야 당하고 또 당하면 내 잘못도 있겠지 그렇다고 너무 착한 남잔 재미없잖냐 이게 내 팔자인 것 같은데 어쩌겠니 어쩌겠어 사랑한단 말을 아끼다 보니 쓸 데가 없어졌네 없어졌어 접기 따고 타지 말 때마다 너의 문자 하나에 무너지고 다시 네 생각 안 할래 결심하면 뜸마던 네가 연락 와버리네 정이라는 게 참 무섭더라 짧은 시간이었지만 그 정 때문에 미련하게도 또 미련하게 나쁜 남자에게 또 끌려버렸네 I don't believe in love anymore because the truth is 나만 바라볼 남자는 없더라 시간이 지나도 이 사실 편치 않아 착한 남자 만날 그날까지 나쁜 남자들만 또 만나겠지 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 이끌린다 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 나쁜 자식 왜 끌릴까
You can find me at my best when I'm naked, when I'm lying by the pool getting faded. See, I used to give a fuck, now I'm jaded. I'm allergic to the bullshit. Allergic to the bullshit. Orange soda, Deepak Chopra, Versace robe and my Gucci loafer. Sex on the sofa, that's my yoga. Till my last breath, no regrets, 'cause I do it like it's roll it, burn it, lose it. Hit that black and red, keep spending decks, I keep it moving. Put that shit behind me, keep my diamonds blinding. Gotta keep it suave like I'm Sade in the 90s. Do it like it's roll it, burn it, lose it. Hit that black and red, keep spending decks, I keep it moving. Put that shit behind me, keep my diamonds blinding. Gotta keep it suave like I'm Sade in the 90s. You can clearly see my vibe is tremendous, but you won't see through the tints in my Tesla. I be blocking out the world, it's a mess, yeah. I'm allergic to the bullshit. Allergic to the bullshit. Orange soda, Deepak Chopra, Versace robe and my Gucci loafer. Sex on the sofa, that's my yoga. Till my last breath, no regrets, 'cause I do it like it's roll it, burn it, lose it. Hit that black and red, keep spending decks, I keep it moving. Put that shit behind me, keep my diamonds blinding. Gotta keep it suave like I'm Sade in the 90s. Do it like it's roll it, burn it, lose it. Hit that black and red, keep spending decks, I keep it moving. Put that shit behind me, keep my diamonds blinding. Gotta keep it suave like I'm Sade in the 90s. No trouble ever stayed long enough. Thank God every day for my come up. Somebody tryna slide me, it's all
I used to take myself out on dates, open my own damn doors, pay for everything on my plate. Sometimes I'd even get the steak, cause I got it like that. Always had my own bag, never needed no man to rely on. Got 2 good shoulders to cry on. I was alright on my own till I fell, but it wasn't fake. And I couldn't tell at the time, but I was my own soulmate. It's like I forgot I was fine, let you treat me any kind of way. Now I'm free, you gotta celebrate. You couldn't see everything and stay. That I wasn't afraid to say, yeah. If I gotta choose me, I won't be afraid to. If I gotta choose me, I gotta do what I gotta do. When I love you, I lose me. Now I can't be attached to you no more. I like me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better, I like me better, yeah, yeah. I like me better, I like me better when I wasn't yours. I like me better, I like me better, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I gave you all that you asked of me. You like the view from behind, but you won't make an ass of me. That's why I'm saying goodbye. Hopping out my feelings, get to the money. Gotta keep it 100. Leaving you ain't really took nothing from me. So don't come looking for me. I'm that bitch and I have it. You forgot, but I have it. You was just a no habit, so I'ma disappear like magic. I'm that bitch and I have it. You forgot, but I have it. Now you wish that you had it. But all I gotta say back is,
if I gotta choose me, I won't be afraid to. If I gotta choose me, I gotta do what I gotta do. When I love you, I lose me. No, I can't be attached to you no more. I like me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better, I like me better, yeah, yeah. I like me better, I like me better when I was yours. I like me better when I wasn't. I'm going back.
Picking up right where we left off, this next goal is a little more shop related, and it is to create more designs for my online shop in order to have regular releases. Since I opened my shop many years ago, I've never had an official release or launch dates for products. It's kind of just been like, oh, I finished a design, time to make it available. And then a month later, I'll finish another design and do the same thing. It's not a particularly great business model, so I would like to aim for getting a few or more designs made and then release them at the same time. And to do that, I will have to create more art for the shop. Which reminds me, along that same vein, I really want to make stationery this year. I freaking love stationery. Letter paper, deco stickers, washi tape, stamps, cute envelopes. Yes, please. I'm very into journaling right now too, so I think creating things a little self-indulgently to use in my own journaling spreads would be excellent. And speaking of being self-indulgent, my last goal, and cheesy segue, is to make more art of my original characters. For a long time now, I've been thinking about making a comic for my characters. I have the concept and the beginning and the end of the story written out, but I have no idea how I want the events in the middle to unfold. I actually started drawing the pages maybe 5 years ago and got a fair chunk of the story drawn up, but I didn't love the style that I drew it in, and honestly, I used that as an excuse to not go any further with it. I told myself I wanted to practice my drawing skills or I wanted to develop a better art style, but I was really just afraid and kind of insecure about my characters that I lovingly created being scrutinized by others. Anyway, I'm ready to jump over that hurdle of insecurity and pick up drawing my comic once more. Actually, it's just now hitting me that I have no idea where people host webcomics anymore. If you guys have any suggestions or websites that you like to read webcomics on, please leave them down in the comments below. And that is it. Those are all my art goals for this year. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you have any goals, art related or not, for this year, please feel free to leave them down below. I hope we can reach our goals together this year. This is Andi signing off on another Paint With Me USAGI Radio. Enjoy the rest of the music.
Still far gone and all can lead to where you're wrong. Ooh, and I couldn't find time. Knew you've grown to
dream of you. Whether day or night you color my mind. I dream of you, dream of you, fiend for you. Until your person can see my light, I'll dream of you.
Nobody's stealing covers. I like to drink to myself. So I'ma have another no. I don't need a hand to hold tight. Don't need a love that's all mine. But sometimes I just want somebody to talk to. Someone that's on my mind. I want something that's all cool, and it don't waste my time. Yeah, I just want somebody. Just want somebody. I just want somebody to talk to. Somebody to talk to talk to. I like to drive by myself, so I control the volume. I like to dance by myself, so I can do my own moves. No, I don't need a hand to hold tight. Don't need a love that's all mine. But sometimes I just want somebody to talk to. Someone that's on my mind. I want something that's all cool, and it don't waste my time. Yeah, I just want somebody. Just want somebody. I just want somebody to talk to. Somebody to talk to talk to. I wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody that's cool. I wanna have somebody, wanna have somebody, wanna